Have you ever heard of this book? It's called The Phantom Tollbooth. Well, I read it, I was probably in like 4th grade. I don't remember. I was in elementary school. And I've read it a couple times since then because every time I read it, it just gets better and better. Like, it's like a kid's book, but it's just so, it's so genius. So, today, children, I'm going to read you story time. I'm going to read you a little bit of this book. It is pure genius. The author is Norton Juster, and it's just amazing. I can't stop laughing every time I read it. So, I am going to get into character, and I'm going to read you this piece of art. So, brace yourselves. My. Welcome to the land of expectations. To the land of expectations. We don't get many travelers these days. We certainly don't get many travelers these days. Now what can I do for you? I am the weatherman. Is this the right road for Dictionopolis? Asked Milo, a little bowled over by the effusive greeting. Well now, he began. I don't know any wrong road to Dictionopolis, so if this road goes to Dictionopolis at all, it must be the right road, and if it doesn't, it must be the right road to somewhere, because there are no wrong roads to anywhere. Do you think it will rain? I thought you were the weatherman, said Milo, very confused. Oh no, you silly boy, said the little man. I'm the weatherman, not the weatherman. For after all, it's more important to know whether there will be weather than what the weather will be. And with that, he released a dozen balloons and sailed off into the sky. Must see which way the wind is blowing, he said, chuckling over his joke and watching them disappear in all directions. What kind of place is expectations? Inquired Milo, unable to see the humor and feeling very doubtful of the little man's sanity. Good question, he examined. Expectations is a place you must always go before you get to where you're going. Of course, some people never go beyond expectations, but my job is to hurry them along whether they like it or not. Now, what else can I do for you? And before Milo could reply, he rushed into the house and reappeared a moment later with a new coat and an umbrella. I think I can find my own way, said Milo, not at all sure that he could. But since he didn't understand the little man at all, he decided that he might as well move on, at least until he met someone whose sentences didn't always sound as if they would make as much sense backwards as forwards. Splendid, examined the weatherman. Whether or not you find your own way, you're bound to find some way. If you happen to find my way, please return it, as it was lost years ago. I imagine by now it's quite rusty. You did say it was going to rain, didn't you? And with that, he opened the umbrella and looked nervously. I'm glad you made your decision. I do so hate to make up my mind about anything, whether it's good or bad, up or down, in or out, rain or shine. Expect everything, I always say, and the unexpected never happens. Now please, drive carefully. Goodbye. Good. His last words were drowned by the enormous clap of thunder, and as Milo drove down the road in the bright sunshine, he could see the weatherman standing in the middle of the fierce cloudburst, and seemed to be raining only on him. The road dipped into the broad, green valley and stretched toward the horizon. The little car bounced along with very little effort, and Milo had hardly to touch the accelerator to go as fast as he wanted. He was glad to be on his way again. And that, my friends, is just a little bit of the genius and intelligence and just amazingness of this fine novel. Read it. It'll take you literally like probably 10 minutes. I like reading it before bed, like a chapter a night, just because it's fun and it just puts me in a good mood and just has all these like silly things. Like, let's see, some of the chapters. Like, that was the road to expectations, obviously, and beyond expectations is the next chapter. That should be interesting. It's just very silly, and the older you get, the more you can appreciate it, because, I didn't really get all the humor in it when I was little, but now I love it. So, thank you for listening to me, my friends. Sayonara.